back, everybody, to another episode of Playing with Palettes. Hi, hello, welcome, how are you? Hope you're doing well. It's a pleasure to have you back here. I'm glad you clicked on this video and decided to check it out, and I'm excited to be doing this for you. So, you know what? Let's go! Awesome, okay, here we are back at blockpalettes.com, my dudes. Okay, and again, because I feel the need to prove it, we have 1,298 pages, and I'm so happy because Google got rid of that random number generated thing. Anyways, but we're going to go to palette number 3. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I got the wrong one. It's page number 367, and then palette number 14. So let's go. All right, page 367. Right, beautiful. And we're going to go to palette number 14. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, and 14, my dudes. As it loads, I am quite intrigued by this palette with the different woods, but I've become a fan of mangrove planks because I like that red. I like that red. Okay, so what we got here? Boop, boop, boop. Mangrove, dark oak, spruce, birch, deep slate bricks, and deep slate tiles. I'm struggling with words. All right. Okay, let's go for it. Going into this build, I had a pretty good idea of what I wanted to build. So, I really like this palette because, first and foremost, it wasn't weird, and I really appreciate that. It didn't have, nether brick. It didn't have, an outre frog light, which is still a made-up word, by the way. But it's using common blocks, right? I like that it's not weird. Blocks which I have used before and enjoy, and blocks that go well together. So it was beautiful, and I quite enjoyed it. Oh my goodness. I was zooming through this build, my dudes. Zooming through. I got most of this done within 15 minutes because I was just, boom, going with it. I had an idea. I was feeling good about it. And so we were just zooming 15 minutes straight up. Maybe 20 minutes if I'm being generous to myself, but I'm just that good. Anyways, but yeah, so going into this, I was going to build a lighthouse. That's what I wanted to build. That's what I was going to build. I was determined to build a lighthouse, and nothing was going to stop me, right? But as I started building it and going through it, I was like, you know what would be a good idea? What if I built a windmill instead? That'd be kind of cool. And luckily they are pretty similar shapes, so while building it up, I was debating if I want to make a lighthouse or a windmill, and so just kind of back and forth, lighthouse, windmill, lighthouse, windmill, lighthouse, windmill. Literally, that was just my thought going through this entire build. Do I want to build a lighthouse or a windmill? When originally I thought I wanted to build a lighthouse. But, I decided I'm just going to stick with my OG idea, stick with that initial gut feeling, and I'm just going to make a lighthouse. And then I got to the top of it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make an observatory instead. So, why adding? I don't know, man. I just kind of felt right, just felt good, so we just decided to go with it. So, why not, That's what we're feeling. Anyways, which brings me to my tip. To all of you builders out there, listen. My friends, let's get real close together. Anyway, sorry, that was weird. I apologize. As builders, oh my gosh. Anyways, as builders, we spend a lot of time planning builds. How's it going to look? What bricks are you going to use? What's the purpose of it? Where's it all going to go? All these things. If you're in survival, you're thinking, how many blocks do I need of each one? All these different things. And let me say, plans are great. I highly recommend planning your builds. Write it down, draw it out, whatever the heck you're doing. If you're building it survival, I like to go into a creative world and just throw it down just to see how it goes, right? Just to see how things, right? Highly recommend a plan. But you know what? Sometimes these plans don't go as planned. Sometimes these plans decide to just not plan. So like I said, I went into this, I was like, I'm going to build a lighthouse. It's going to be great. It's going to be beautiful. And it would have been beautiful as a lighthouse, but I decided to go with an observatory instead. So this is the tip, okay? This is the tip I bring to. This long-winded explanation comes to this moment here. If you're going to remember anything, remember this, right? Here's the tip. Bada bing, bada boom. Just be flexible, my dudes. Be flexible. Be willing to be flexible, because it's hard to move away from a plan if you make a plan, right? If you feel like you like that plan and you're confident in it, and then you gotta move, and then it makes you sad, and then it's just sad for everyone, okay? But the ability to be flexible, especially in building, is incredibly important. Especially if you're in survivor world. I'm lucky because I'm just building this in creative world, because I don't want to go spend the time to gather the blocks. Maybe one day. But if you're sitting around, my dudes, and you go and maybe you don't have all the blocks you need. Maybe the dimensions are wrong. Maybe you're in the middle of building it and you're like, actually, I want to do a different idea. Bada bing, bada boom. You gotta like make a new idea, right? That's why it's important to be flexible when you're building. So it's able to just help you like go with the flow and be ready for anything that pops up, right? You never know what happens when you're being creative and you're building stuff, right? You just don't know. So it just helps you, my dudes. And that's why it's important that you should be flexible while building. That sentence doesn't make any sense anyways, but whatever. Long story short, I really like making this thing. Tell Soph was kind of hard. But, you know, I think it kind of turned out the best way it could. If it was bigger, I think it would have turned out better. But, I didn't really plan for this, so it's just kind of on the whim. I have actually made an observatory before, one of my random builds better. Words are hard. In one of my random builds videos, but I think I liked how this one ended up. Anyways, the end. That's all I got. The end.